We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. Sean Lee, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Breeze throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Prescott on 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here you go. 46.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll give it to him up the middle. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn for the New Orleans first. Breeze now on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Breeze now on first down. This is caught by Ginn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready? You ready? You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready.
Again, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Sammy!
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
21. Ready. Waiting.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And a loose football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
There you go.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's West. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kim Crowley. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott from the gun. This is caught by Hearns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Breeze. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Breeze to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, Breeze again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Thompson to return it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he comes back with one complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47, 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ready? You ready?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
21, 21.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
11.
21. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here go 46. 46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll give to Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready. You ready?
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Gun. Here go 46. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ready.
One final try here for Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.